I'm going to start the project that I mentioned on the Facebook post the other day about creating a special project to beat the summer heat. Hopefully this will work. What I have here is 10 sticks of 1/2 inch PVC pipe. Whenever you're measuring PVC, you always measure the inside of the hole. You don't measure the whole thing. So let's measure these out real quick. They are 10 feet and 1/2 inch long. So if I want to get exact center cut, I'm going to cut it at 5 feet 1/4 inch. First, the necessities. I should have put that in the fridge first. Okay. My idea is I don't have any blueprints or anything. I'm just building this. I'm going to make it 5 feet tall and 5 feet long. So take one of these. Got my permanent marker and a tape measure, which you just seen. Five feet 1/4 inch. All right. Now I have my handy dandy dull saw. It'll still work pretty good for cutting this. Alright, now hopefully I have 2 sticks that are just about perfectly even. So this will be one side. Push this up against the wall or whatever you have as a stop. Take another stick, line it up with that, and just mark. And there's your next cut. Right, now I have 4 sticks. There's a little variation in them on the ends, but it's 1/8 of an inch, which won't matter. So I need some cardboard because now I'm going to start gluing some elbows on. I have this pipe cleaner. Always put down cardboard or something whenever you're using pipe cleaner. This will stain anything, absolutely anything it will stain. And I have PVC cement. It says fast set, probably less than a minute. You don't have a lot of time to work with fast set. So get your pieces in place, set them up, and they're going to be set solid in, you won't be able to move them in 30 seconds. So I'm going to go get my cardboard. Okay, I have my cardboard. Take the tape off here. Rearrange a few things. Okay, as I mentioned, this pipe cleaner will stain anything. This white countertop here and this table, it will stain it. The stain will not come out. So you have to be very, very careful. What you're going to do is, well, this is clear. I'm used to working with purple. So still put down cardboard. Take this out of here. It's got this little sponge ball on the end of it. run it around. Run around the end there. It dripped on my hands. It's cold. Let me show you something real quick. You see the pink lettering that was printed on here? This stuff is very, very powerful. I take some of this and run it across this lettering. Takes it right off easily. So, run it around there. Let me move this back. Okay, same thing with any of your fittings. Clean the inside of them. This will prep the surface for the glue. You must use cleaner before you use the glue. So run that around in there. Ugh. Now the glue, it's going to be the same way. It's a clear glue. I'm used to working with blue glue so you can actually see where it's at. You don't need a whole lot. Just run it around there a couple times. Run around here just a little bit. Press it as hard as you can and then turn it about a quarter of a turn and then hold it there for about 10 seconds. Okay. Now that's going to be set. Now let's do the other side. Turn it around. When you're building the pipe, you want to make sure that you set your fittings that you're doing on a surface that's nice and flat, because you're going to build the other one the exact same way. If they're even off a little bit, it's not going to come out right. You'll have a heck of a time lining everything up. Okay, so pipe cleaner, run it around there. Anytime you cut PVC, it's going to leave little shavings on there. Pick all those off. Run the pipe cleaner around there. Go around the inside of the fitting. Now the glue. Run around the outside here. And around the fitting. I'm going to start vertical with this. Press. Turn till it's horizontal. Same way the other one is. Hold it there for 10 seconds. Okay. Now, there's one. Press and turn. The reason why you want to turn your fittings, after you press them on there is if you press it, the glue is going to leave vertical streaks the way you pressed it on. So, and that is a potential for a leak. So you push it and turn it, and you turn all them streaks into horizontal streaks going around the pipe, creating little barriers along the way so they won't leak. a lot less likely of a chance to leak. Okay, press and turn. Okay, there's this one. If you don't keep pressing it for the full 10 seconds, then the fitting is going to want to naturally come back off of there, and you will not have a sealed fit. I'm sure you've noticed my well-worn shirt by now. All the holes are in it. My job, I'm a welder, and I've been welding for about 22 years. And this is what happens to your clothes. In the summertime, you don't want to, in the summertime, I don't like wearing heavy leather jackets, so I just wear sleeves and an apron. And this is what happens to your clothes over time. Okay. When using this pipe cleaner, you'll notice it's very cold. And even at room temperature, it's cold. That means it evaporates fast. Anytime something evaporates, it pulls heat with it. Same reason you sweat. When your sweat evaporates, it pulls heat. Try to regulate your body temperature. But when something evaporates as fast as this does, it means it's extremely flammable. So no smoking, no open flames, nothing with that can heat up to 1200 degrees. I'm sure the combustion point of this is probably lower than 1200 degrees. That's just the average temperature of like a lit lighter is a 1200 degree flame. Okay, here's my 4 pieces. Those 4 pieces are going to be 2 walls. Now I need 4 of these T-junctions. If you're setting up PVC for like piping in a house and you have to be exact, always take into account that little notch in there. Because if you measure just this and then incorporate this measurement into your full length measurement for your pipe, it's going to be off. So always take into account this little lip in here, because that's ideally where your pipe is going to stop. I'm not being accurate with this, so I'm just going to cut and put these on. Since I put these elbows on here, the original cut of the pipe was 5 feet 1/4 of an inch. Now the full length of the elbows and everything measures 5 feet 3 inches from end to end. That's how much we put on. So if I want to divide this into thirds, I'm going to put a cut roughly every 2 feet. So there's 2 feet. Go to 4 feet. There's another one. If you're not careful, PVC can be strong enough or sharp enough to cut you if you're not careful. Okay, time for this one. mark it 2 feet, mark it 4 feet, alright, what I did here is I'm just setting these up like this, so I know I get the pieces that are the most accurate to size. So if I move this one and bring this one here, see how much shorter that is? So I'm keeping this here and this here, so I know they're the same length. Running around here. Running around this one. Run around the inside of here and then here. Now I'll take my glue. Run it around this way, or this end I guess, and then the inside of this. Now I'm going to make sure that I have this lining up with this. So same thing, press and turn. Press, turn, press, turn, line it up, press, turn, and hold. I should probably note that I should be wearing safety glasses. In fact, I don't know where any are right now. I know I have some, I just don't know where they're at. Reason being is because when you're going around with the pipe cleaner and you're going around the pipe, there's a chance you can slip and it could splash on you. It could splash into your eyes and you're going to have a bad time. Okay, now we have two pieces. I have an elbow, two T's, and another elbow. These are going to be just one side of the water park that I'm making. So now, set these aside. Put these up against the wall. Do my measurements, same as before. Two feet, 4 feet. I really need an electric saw with these. Alright, I found my safety goggles. I couldn't find any glasses, but it's better than nothing. So, tighten them up. There. Now I don't have to worry about getting the pipe cleaner in my eyes. So, all this discoloration here is just from the print, barcode and stuff coming off. That is permanently stained on there now. And if you're having pipe that's going to be visible, that's going to be kind of unsightly. Okay. There is these four, so that's going to be our two walls. Okay, apparently my phone ran out of storage a little bit ago, so I had to go clear some of that up. So I hope you didn't miss too much. I am in the process of gluing these T's on over the cardboard. Okay, hold for 10 seconds. There we go. This one. I already cleaned the other side of that, so I just gotta clean this one. So, press, turn, and hold. Then this one is going to get lined up with this one. So clean here. I already cleaned the inside of that, so it's got to glue them. So press, turn, and hold. Okay. Glue, glue. Press and turn to be just like this one. Okay. There's these two. I did realize a slight mistake that I made. It's no big deal. It'll be an easy fix later on down the road. All you need is a couple coupler fittings. But now these ones I just modified are longer than these by only about 3.5 inches. It's going to be 5 feet tall, so it shouldn't make too big of a deal. There will be a little bit of bend in the pipes, but like I said, just get a couple couplers. I put 3 of these T's on here, so get a total of 6 couplers, and just splice them in here, and that'll even everything back. The town I live in, there's no hardware store to get those, so I'm just going to build it now, and then fix that later on. So now what I want to do so that's the bottom and this is the top. I want to take my safety glasses off for a second. Get my drill bit set. Get maybe an 1/8 inch drill bit, real tiny thing, wherever the camera's at. Put it in my drill. Tighten it up. Okay, this top one, these elbows are going to be facing down. So what I'm going to do is, and this is going across this way, so I'm going to roll these so they're facing me, and I'm going to drill holes at about a 45-degree angle in these, all the way across. I'd say probably every 8 to 10 inches, just a guess. Alright. So there's the holes. These holes are going to let water come out. Okay. Now, I did it at a 45-degree angle. So when these are up in the air, the water's going to come out towards the inside and kind of down. And it'll kind of go both ways like that. Now, I have my 5-foot long sticks. See down in the center there? You drink a Monster. All right. I need to finish my walls. This is going to be slightly more difficult. Like I said, these really aren't going to line up now, so. But what I'm going to do is have these facing each other, and I'm going to put one here, one here, one here, and one here. So, and like I said, you want to glue it and then twist. This is fast setting cement. So I'm going to line up this one and then flip it around and do it, and I may not be able to twist it after that. So if it leaks, I mean, I hope it doesn't leak, but it's not ideal circumstances to use it like this. But you know, it's going to be designed to spray water all over the place. So I guess we'll see. Glue that, glue this. Pop this in and turn. Glue this. Okay. That's this part. Kind of give you an idea. This is one of the walls. I still have to put the bottom on it, and I'll do that real quick. I just have to find a way to tip it over. Now I want to set this one on the floor. Take this one, line it up the way it's supposed to go best I can, which is just like this. I'm going to solve it and glue all these at once. So you got to kind of work fast. So cleaner there, cleaner there, cleaner there, and cleaner there. And then this one. Oh, I'm not wearing my safety glasses, I'm sorry. Very important since I'm working head height now. Do this one again real quick. There. There. in there. I'm going to bring my glue over here so I can work a little bit easier, not stepping through it all the time. Set that down. Just a real thin layer around there. Around here. Knocked it over. Around there. In here. There. There. And there. Now, that'll work fast. So put that on here, press it down. All right, that is one wall. So now, I like to move these over here. If I can, oh cool, tip this back up. Move my glue back over here so I don't knock it over. Put on my bandsaw. What I want to do now, I might just stand this up and do it, but I'm going to drill a series of holes, again, about every 8 to 10 inches through here. Stomach's hanging out. Be very careful not to put your hand in the way. Okay, there's all the holes in this one. So I'm going to move this, set it over here. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Get my pieces and everything lined up. There we go. Okay. Put cleaner in here and here. And real quick. Sorry about that. I threw you on the floor. Did not mean to. I got these two on the time that it took me to pick up my camera because I already had them glued. Solvent there. I say solvent and cleaner, it's basically the same thing. Always unplug your tools when you're not using them. Then clean this. Ideally, clean these before you get this far. So that way you can just glue and go. Press that and this. Flip this over. And around if I can. you don't have to be super accurate when drilling your holes. You know, it's all just for fun. If water sprays, the more area the water covers, the more you're going to enjoy it when you run through it. All right, now I got these. I'll flip it around again. And they're going to sit just like this. And I'm going to have 3 going across the top. I'll probably make it, well, how wide do I want it? This is really difficult to do by yourself. But because of the smell of the solvent and the glue, I don't really want my daughter in here. So 3 feet, make it that wide. Just about like that. So starting from the wall, measure 3 feet. Where's my marker? Here it is. 3 feet, right there. Cut that off, or shut my tape. Now I can cut it off. So I got that one, and I have this much left over. I bet you're asking yourself, how are you going to get water in it? Well, lucky for you, I didn't think of that. Just kidding. I'm going to use, this is called a bushing. I got this hose thread deal here. I'm going to put the bushing into here, using glue of course. And then the other end, I'm going to put into here. So, I'm going to clean this piece, clean the outside of this one, and then glue the outside of this, the inside of this, push, turn, and hold. So if you ever want to build one of these, go to your hardware store that sells PVC supplies and everything and ask them for a hose thread male fitting that has the threads on the outside of it. And I'm using 1/2-inch pipes. I got a 1/2-inch bushing to go on there. Now I'm going to cut this probably in half. Clean the inside of this, glue the inside of this, and the outside of this. Press, turn, and hold. I have one leftover T. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a splice in the bottom of one of those walls over there. And I'm going to have the splice ends going in here. This is going to go right here. So let's go ahead, clean this, the middle of it, outside of this. Glue this one. Glue the middle of this. Press, turn, and what? Hold. That will be, and I left a little bit extra here in case this breaks. I can just get another set, another hose thread, another male hose thread, another bushing, and I can just fit it onto here. That's the worst case scenario. Hopefully it doesn't break. Now, Since this is going to be so big, I'm going to have to finish this outside. So I will see you all out there in a minute. Okay, back outside. I went ahead and cut this right here. So I'm going to put this deal we just made on it. So I need my pipe cleaner. I'm going to clean the inside of here, the inside of here, and then clean here, and then clean this one.
Hey, Dad.
Hold on.
I'm keeping it steady for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Huh?
And then glue this. Hang on to it.
Okay.
Glue that. Glue this. Then glue here and here. Press it here. Press it here real tight, and then turn it just like that. I want to have it facing the other way from what the other ones are going to go, so the hose is on the outside, not the inside. Alright, turn this over. Now I need to I'm going to clean these here. I went ahead and drilled about, these are going to be the top supports. I went ahead and drilled about 15 holes in them. So I'll clean this side, clean in here, in here, and in here. Whoa, it almost fell over on me. My helper went away. Okay, glue, hopefully you can see, glue here and here. Push this in and turn and hold.
Well, when you're done, is it okay if I get my swimsuit and I can run through that?
It's too cold today.
No, it won't.
Okay, come here for a second. I need you, can you put down your animal, please? I need you to stand over here and hold this. I need you to hold it real good so it doesn't fall, okay?
Okay.
Hold it just like that. Alright.
Oh, it's wiggling on me.
That's fine. Okay, hold it just like that, just for a second. Alright, now.
How's the water going to... How's the water going to come in it? Ow.
That little piece I just made. Clean this. In here. I'm going to do these one at a time so it doesn't fall over.
Daddy, I just want water coming in. Like, when I run in, I want water like coming in when I like run in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
Okay.
Like, do you think the splash pad's open?
No, not yet.
Dang it.
Press and hold.
Where are we gonna put this?
Okay. Then press and hold. Alright, now you can let go of it. Thank you.
Now we can't.
There.
That would be perfect. Because
I'm going to give this just a couple minutes to finish setting up, and then I will record again when it's actually running. Well, I'll turn it on before it runs, but we'll see y'all in a minute. Alright everybody, there it is. I went ahead and did a test run first, but you can see the ground's all wet. There it is standing up by itself. I will get some anchors to hold it in the ground a little bit better. Let's go ahead and fire it up.
Yep.
Turn it on all the way.
There it goes again. So you tested it the first time.
One side is noticeably running better than the other. I'm going to have to tape off a few holes to get them to all run. but it does put out a significant amount of water. And I figure I just tape off a few holes off of each pipe of each side, and I can get them all to run. So there it is. Get back here a little bit better. Yep, that's it running, and now you got your very own at-home water park. Have hours of fun with it, the whole family, and
the dog.
beat the heat. If you found this enjoyable and informative, please like and share with your friends, comment any questions, or feel free to ask. YouTube, please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Bye.